Okay, abusia listo wa nana poku edin sembi ababe tuja yene yeti hase no yen hu se eye Bawumia etese wakwa akopie mu ewo BNI ama investigations bi koso se etese ne krono bi awabo one etese Afenyo Markin listo wo etese sisi anankasa no sa ankofo no eye BNI ne National Securities HEC omo out ena empono BNI for crown national securities for no omo ache se omo be arrest sa ankofo no abusia ye ken Dr. Bawumia wakwa kopie mu ewo chese BNI headquarters a abusia na so aye hyehyehye listo wona na poku chese sa papa ne de boni awaba bi di no enye boneketo a mom yenko na yenkonkoti ensema listo wona na poku eretudwa na osanso strike on Afenyo Markins abusia mom yenko na yenkonkoti ensema kan Dr. Bawumia na so ayehye medamas
ehu ane mehwefo
emre ni honti my monitor to me wosa wuti Afenyo Markin na wo trotro eniema bi ewo ho ma be about 10 minutes MPP omo congress conference omo ko bibia bi
amenche tiefo ne ahwefo
ya joso
na me kanu kuri nyame animu ni MPP say enye una odi ya topic I don't discuss irrelevance. Me will be discussing your mayor of national importance.
And a man 5 minutes.
Until MPP there, I mean, would differ man boy folk. How do I discuss it? What must I say? But at least for the sake of democracy, until it's allowed for such miscreants in society. Say yebe ma amount for any adaho na o mehu se eye na ada na se bi o ma hyase a o mo dada o mo ahu Ghana fo ani ate Ghana fo ani abie Ghana fo ni madepa Ghanaians will never be fooled by any group of wisest fools till they are a group of wisest fools and they think say omusini nyame nyansa nyame obo omo kura onim nyansa omunim nyansa che nyame obo omo and you know they can think about how they can deceive themselves into believing that they can deceive the public. And it's a very laughable topic when you mention the name MPP because ebia they will try to want the public to feel say they have changed but omano de che or water chrema a efani pasum MPP na so di efatumi ma o mo nahu se ne wa bra bo no wasetenum beye and do from man boy for you heard him. Was he truthful even to himself? I mean what truthful than do manim say Bawumia. So what do you expect? Afenyo Markin do all kase NDC is a failure no o say no see the breath control no crowd to mention failure and associate NDC with no crowd should tell you say he has rather failed individually as a human being and as a collective group as minority leader no crowd he has failed woefully. How many days ago and I know a majority leader matching them into an election what has been the results? It tells you how useless an individual like Afenyo has been and failed woefully to the core. Woefully. Na sebi ejawakonya nesasofo and omo ankasa these are the people delegates don't go share wo stadium one University of Ghana stadium one. They are the people that elected that very worst in this Fourth Republic as president. Omo the Akuffo be di yenya sa delegates no a omo ko share no nipa 5,000 no sa odd 5,000 no omo na sa ko nyi Bawumia se ono Bawumia me ye mampani wo Ghana ha asim say ye man a sebi ya adwene nyina boto nti ye nim nyansa ye nim hwe. And hypocritically yesterday 3 years ago you could hear them speak and speak lies through their teeth to that audience now most of you know ha no so bomb on them and you saw the problem of Ghana in one stadium. The problem of this whole country, was in one stadium. So what do I have to say about somebody who doesn't reason before he talks? I've always told you, say, we have only two categories of human beings in this world. One that thinks before he acts, and one that acts before he thinks. They were blunt about only one truth, that they have seen, say, for the first time, they were talking to themselves as a political party, and they were not talking to Ghanaians. Were they elected to be the administrator of this country, or administrator to themselves? Yet to Obama almost say, MPP, Ejuma, and also Ejuma. Afenyo Markin, as more kind statement by Kupa and the and they say they were talking to themselves instead of talking to the people of Ghana, which is true. They governed themselves. They ripped us off. They ripped us off as a country. And as I say, they change for our monies. And until was say no MPP near, I did also do so to me say catch one, catch all. So we are now we are back one more time. We I didn't wait the nipetrim. Conforce out to bottom ni Balawi, Bawumia, je say that your nama, oko BNI is NIB. I didn't know why. Bawumia the first person that catch said, Jack, where are you? Woman, I invented BB. Leboa. How much did it cost the state? $2.5 million. That's a thief. Thief, broad daylight armed robber. Talking to us and trying to even put a certain, you say, NDC for you to travel. Bawumia neka say you. Bawumia. Yeah, we dear me, yeah, no, me, dear, no fan kotra baby, kope, kamia dokubi me. Bawumia. Also, so no, Ghana for say. I don't know about Bemu in a very unlikely event. Perish my thoughts, oh Lord, my God. Perish my thoughts. Say Ghana for you, because you force about yeah, man penny. Yeah, Ghana for.
I love that.
Now, where would be a crop sebi? It is the class to Asiano. Who about vice president? A choir of us, I would be Bemu. I would be vice president 2020. I got to a body power to you. Unkai, see a company petro. I was so was wrong. One kai, you can send the family and start with a chiman. One kai. How a cool sin is this Yakobo? And not the hair. Oh, Mary. I do way, or to the Pepe president, Eddie. Now, enamable. No, the beer. The Rebecca send me say, deeper of the social media buy, and all the telephone buy. In our sector of this country, no. Nipa oda mobile phone di mani beye krabehwe eyura Mahama sabo no ye communication minister and omo ye advert bi ni gina ba bi na make say okay do mama na de bae enti ono so na ba bem no sade fiber optics ba Ghana han mama say internet are spreading across the country. Enti sa tete asemu ana obitimi ka say Rollins wo ye mame wata enti ye twa ni petini de na face sinase na ye beto front page of the Crusading Guide no sa de no bi ntimi mebiem. What ma say enti ye say akola na okura no oni nyansa che ni mame ne papa a omo wo no because we share ni ni nyansa fi phone we so social media teachers say social media no the papa ne mame ntimi ensisa na adwene bebre kwa enti Afenyo Markin ba oni nyansa che Afenyo Markin straight because nyansa obet free phone so no when you say the papa can and tro the Bawumia ba akwa ketwa ni no Bawumia nim because the bafa phone okay say oh daddy you are a liar. How can you be this hypocritical to think that MPP ni any party NDC ni and MPP ni any party Ghana ni now we go down and say you prosecute as if said the power has lost on or the authority has lost on President Mahama to prosecute our Kumsen when she admitted say wakobo you. Now NDC for na me no ya me do am hoyaw. They like to forgive. Na nyankopon won fa bone nche nyankopon kro no bo asase boss no bo asase won fa bone nche da. Who can say forgive me my sins and nyankopon tie me tra waso twe bone ayo ye bia waso twe ba. Enfom so no de che. No for bone nche. There are two things. Forgiveness, it only affects only one thing. When you mistakenly do something, I know a mistake. But God doesn't forgive when it's a sin. He doesn't. He punishes sin. So I found punishing whatever punishing ma. Because sin is an unpardonable thing. Yam pardon. It is a me who this before. No me to make a tell me na poku say I wait there so abe ni anya hwe. Anya hwe. What from people allow of men this allow of me my God. NDC for the academy. Say I trouble the papa my fan channel. Hey, yes. So they say I just told him I told him say I will never make it. You know, I won't mention his name. I'm forgiving him because it was a mistake.
Next and the full soldiers need be a Akuffo Simon they about say prosecute the looters as a John Mahama are you slow or say idea said John Mahama. What the Bonibia obidia yen mine at the chen pa clone man in nam Ghana for fan chen da. So I suffer, so I wine say cathedral minimum suffer Mako John Mahama ho. Oh and Jamanica. Well Jamanica Yankopon be tria on as if worker. Me make catch now. Because yes, it's a sin against humanity. When the sense can be a question cathedral, when they commit my amobia, what your class I want show them. Do you know how many people have been deprived of their own rights because of someone's wickedness to extort and rob the state? Do you know the meaning? Do you know the implication of saying that we are on my the bottom under the guise of Nikosi Cathedral? Do you know how many people have suffered under Akuffo that when I catch them say and yes Jaimanika be Jaimanika be a udini na boyeni ten the oye boneno na be Jaimanaka no we udini na boyeni ten nipa na oye boneno okay because oye boneno no nim say boneno na ka twa yo wo only the bonne konse ya baba cathedral asem so ba say you know me I don't have much when it's about MPP. Because very much impony. No, I don't have much. Because look, the education on this phone, especially when you guys have sat on the radio to educate us, when my brother Kevin Taylor is on the education spree, educating the weak minds and brains. What? How are they going to fare? They are going to further sink. And I posted just a day to their congress. I said, so their conference, you know. Mm-hmm. NDC there a congress, MPP there a conference. I said, say, they are going to put the last nail in the coffin. In their own coffin? Yes, and they did so. Because it was an amazing platform for them to at least admit their guilt. And tell the Ghanaians, say, oh, yeah, Pamucho, when I am from so, no fancy. Or more, look at how they were feeling. I'm so many from so, they didn't even fail. Now will be our no what ball micro no share boy in nam with him got to die Makumako a dono 27 houses. Now you said the party full soldier just because of the Uber DNT. Now a bar no amount conference now aba. Oh yeah support Bawumia because on an dream more ha. Obetimi aboa doma no amo masa be hwia o man no. Ohu boneda. Omo nkoso na sabi kwasia na niate enti o magro no agu okay kwasia na se bi otima mu a na oni phone na oni bibia na kane ye ka entro e de hye na adwene ye ne se onye obi enti de pani aka no wofa no ene kwasia na niate wo social media enti magro no ayeden agu meda say mensa magi dey free eye bechebro dey about say more fire list well and I love it so much. They should prosecute the thieves who squandered our money in the name of the National Cathedral. I'll say list will keep it up. Oh boy, Juma say Kaku Bennett or say Afenyo Markins. Oh, I blame the NDC leadership on this matter. Let the rule of law work. At least Ajobre, they will give you BP. Okay, when you at least way list too well. When you vote is JMN or the message we buy. Sally for Amino and so they about say MPP for no their lives are over. Thomas Bullet was say more fire. Offer Akwasa so Nana Ochira Kwasa. I want to be a member of Movement for Change. Nana, where the one kasa party muna. Afenyo Markin sama
obesiu
former party member.
PSA.
Yeah.
Okasa kura nye mfumso.
Okay. No ye MPP ni mapa. What start with UP time? Emure bu kreja Akuffo Addo.
Oh, me ye UP na Akuffo kura no CPP ni. Am ka chiro.
That's true.
No CPP ni o faru nya no me CPP before. Hwe, aso ba me nya kan no ayem ye kakra pa. Na onim deja ayem ya. Den ti ayem ya ne say Send me pa me was a party. Now it mean leader bonny to go for them. Money be the party so the party man there. Ubiaka no ya a chepa enemia. That's what Emio say. Oh, as it can be before delegates in Colano. Oh, trust who say a dear go for the party. No, some of you party be good. Okay, yeah, you people no, and yeah, those say be a bit radio and TV so. You because mutia, yeah, but I go for the mommy, dear papa, me dear MPP who papa. So said the way I go for attacking MPP just because of the fault of only one man who took the party like his own property and has destroyed it. I'm a MPP who don't me catch you say Congress me so okay allow because you say Congress no. It has been cooked already. Okay. Yes, okay. I am okay. Can you see here? But me bomb some more. So for Bawumia Samra. No more who get me, mamma, go to Onoko, a jay. I'm on your own cranny. Because you're not who's that for coming there? Loco, I'm not because you're not quite a jay. As I did, you're not quite a jay. But 2 pieces. A dear, oh, your MPP Mune. Me say, and yes, I make me say, me the Macanada, who said you. Makano say, and your case, but a dear Akuffo, dear year Alan Chematino, or their Chief Chematino. Someone go back to Alan, Uncle Panichawa, MPP, they will never see their way out. No, me catch wrong. Because that me are not ready to be shown, if you no one tells you, because you say, some parties may know MPP and DC, no, if you are on the roots. Former President Rollins, on a day, MP and DC day, through him, and this bar. All corner. That was within the 8 years. All corner. I do who and say to get the party together. No, and so no to me. Say move for Wimra. Look, elected President John Atamils. May he so rest in peace. Say Mersamra. Now before being just here, but we know he did know who said who the old papa no. It was probably yeah. You me and the chair home didn't buy. Even though say Mills says me and Winnie a idiot. But later on he became the president because he was elected by the predecessor, who is President Rollins. As he makes so bad, the first one one we call Anye, only Muniana, only Muniana, we be koi. First, you know, Anye, yes, Muni Mikapa. And the second one over current President Mahama, the running mate. Also, they won. No, winning election. It's a President Mahama so by, you know, also so over far a verse, we also be appointed to be that kind of. Say all koi, oh, say a bus or qua, or no better, or so okay, moon this one be say, or no bit my proposal, so we are mistaken Montana, some number yeah, a better they are to a BNI. As I said, President Akuffo, or so all corner can say, Akuffo, you beat the nest. Akuffo didn't say who the Chino, our town Akuffo, where they obey president. And Akuffo the Sunni Alan, a core Congress or Legon. 2007, you didn't even obtain the 50% threshold that needed for you to be the flag bearer. But Alan said there should be unity. That's at the party. People do so. So Alan considered Legon to you, say my brother. Even though you didn't even obtain the 50%. And I was Alan, after me, you are next. What happened? Or promise no. Or promise that's more kind of on record. That's more kind of a spiritual. Papa, if you see it, no, Yami Obundi Pano, or Okasem, that's some never yet a year Juma. When God speaks, then he works. When you go on Vanessa, you not the custom. South President will never nipa. It will be a leader, that's all one who cast some more. South to be established. A Kuffo, or yea, before a road no winning. Now, no, the cast Alan nest out far a tree, cover Bawumia Bayano. It's a case on MPP. Alan resign, no, Nipa be free, say, no, can't be now. Allah resign back now. Allah resign. One day, mommy, tap no miss. I mean, show you that Allah resign. Allah resign. Come Kuno. Come for the Kuno. Make us come never TV so. Man can afford to say Allah will resign for people. I go for more president. They would have killed him. First resignation now. The last one. No. First one. No. First one in there. Only there. Or resign. So no more. You were called Dawacha. Later on, apologizing to Alan. Yeah, that's true. So, but as I twisted the whole matter against Alan. Because Alan won't pack us up. Minana says, she across on time in the Diguma. We say, bro, now, chief, say was Brian would be able on because they don't take advantage over him and we can sell to so now who for the who crowd depend on Basala no be who Akuffo who he part or what be depend on Basala no be who allow one yes better who Akuffo who knew Jehovah Colame choose whom you want to choose who Akuffo who be president now you want to prevent Alan from becoming president what can baby they say MPP move all someone say they say no percent on the Bawumia back at all costs now can the Japan on Makwai if the party no me say all on my mind is CPP is on my mind now all this will be here and that case so CPP problem you say President Kwame Akroma you two in the things he said no call you know he was not able to let anybody to lead them and the CPP had the job is in there the only time when we had a chance was in 1979 that time no sa UPA Akuffo more for such cheap party no so ni mo that is them Akuffo more for power no and you do boy no mo chemu e ko join na free fan asantefo bia they could form UNC against those who PFI the main progress party and I'm going to deny MPP at that time no UP traditional and I did the buy so just here.
Okay, abusia we ne ensema ekoso e political highway so list to one anapoku and I attend and kase ultra hot fire on NPP for enye asem keto akra or chese Dr. Bawumia no eni kwan se omujane ne ejane china e beda mase se moje pene kokoti sa ensem we edemai oba be breaki fela bi or chese asofofo bi asha se epa President Mahama chew they are seeking for presidential pardon but or the Kotodegu form, member President Mahama Emfa Obi Bia Pony Away Bia and channel. But I must say, some of Japan Kokutisa and some way at my aha, Ghana Politics Avenue. So, unsubscribe, subscribe, like, and share my Afro so answer into me and Kabi. Aha, Ghana Politics Avenue. So, Madam say.